Hello everyone. Myself Chetna Bhalia. Today I'm going to present the moral gaze across centuries, negotiating female virtue, social judgment, and the agency from Richardson Pamela to contemporary women. This is my academic information as well as presentation information. Table of contents. And the research question is, how does the moral gaze operates to monitor and regulate women's behavior in the historical literature like Pamela? And how is this reflected in societal expectations? Hypothesis. Female agency is shaped by societal and the moral scrutiny, operating strategically within the constraint imposed by class, gender, and the cultural norms. In historical context, as exemplified by the Pamela, women negotiate virtue and moral expectations to gain a social recognitions and the exercise limited choice, while the moral gaze through characters, society, and the readers enforces complaints and the hierarchies. In contemporary context, women navigates overlapping constraint of the race, class, and the gender, asserting autonomy through activism, legal empowerment, and the digital self-representations. Across time, female agency shows both continuity in the adaptive strategies and the transformations in the visibility, scope, and modes of resistance, reflecting the enduring interplay between societal judgment and the individual action. The introduction. First, we have to understand the conceptual foundation, like the understand the moral gaze and the female agency. What is the moral gaze, female virtue, and agency? This presentation is depend on these three aspects. First is the moral gaze. Societal and the literary mechanism monitor women's behavior, enforces conformity across time. For example, in Pamela, Mr. B observing Pamela reflecting societal scrutiny. From ancient to the modern time, we can say that the moral gaze is only focused on the women, female virtue. Culturally constructed ideas of chastity and the morality can both constrain and the empower women strategically. For the judging women, the what is the center of the judgmental? The chastity is the central idea. For example, Pamela's modesty and the gain social recognition. Agency, capacity to resist, negotiate, and act within the social patriarchal constraint. For example, like Pamela's strategic responses shows active choices despite limitations. Still, there are patriarchal mindset, but the women get choice, or they are step outside of their patriarchal mindset and go out of and see the freedom of herself. Understanding this concept provide the theoretical lenses for analyzing female roles, historical and today. Historical contextualizations like the Pamela's negotiations of virtue and social norms. Pamela struggles between personal morality and the societal expectations. Society is fixing her virtue on the society's expectations. Social judgment like enforces class and gender hierarchies. The sentimental novel emphasizes moral growth and the emotional depth. Pamela functions as both subject and agent, negotiating more moral and the social pressure. Mechanism of the moral gaze, like surveillance, judgment, and the virtue in Pamela. Mr. B and the societal observes enforces complices with the moral norms. Readers are positioned as a moral evaluators, creating multiple layers of judgment. There are some steps or the criteria that society is judging women through that criteria and fitting if they are shifting that terms in the women's virtue. Virtue acts as a social capital, rewarding compliance while reinforcing hierarchies. Literature and the society work together to shape and regulate female behavior. Female agency under constraint, strategic negotiations in the Pamela. As you can see the chart here, the Pamela shows negotiations, moral fitness, and the strategic compliances. Agency is a context dependent, constrained by the class, gender, and the societal norms. Resistance exists with the limitations, not the absolute freedom. Pamela have some limitations in her because of the letters she is using to transfer her information. So it is become a limitations for her. Women exercise adaptive strategies under patriarchal security. Agency is relative and the strategic. From private to public scrutiny, the moral gaze and the modern women. If we shifting Pamela's into the modern time, the modern women face digital surveillance, social media judgment, and the public moral scrutiny. Like the intersectionally shows overlapping constraint of the race, class, and gender. Everything is changed. The situations is changed 18th century to the 21st century, but the patriarchal mindset is still static. Historical and subtle contrast within the modern overt public evolutions like showing continuity and the transformation. Female scrutiny, like the persist, but the visibility and the tools of the moral evolutions have involved. Contemporary female agency, like the activism, legal empowerment, and the self-representations. Pamela have no any type of the legal information or legal empowerment. But now, in the modern time, women leverages legal tools, activism, and the social media to assert autonomy. Agency operates under ongoing moral and the societal scrutiny. Strategies shows resilience and the adaptations linking historical patterns to the modern context. Contemporary agency reflects continuity of the strategic actions and adaptations across time. Theoretical framework like the feminist criticism, virtue ethics, and the cultural studies like the feminist literary criticism like challenges patriarchal narrative shaping virtue. From the Asian time to the modern time, there are several texts which reflect that the feminist literary criticism. Virtue ethics highlights the morality as the socially constructed and performative. Cultural studies examines societal norms shaping female behavior and judgment. Combining literally and the ethical and cultural lenses to explain female agency historically and the today. Continuity and the transformations involving moral scrutiny and the female agency, like the moral gaze and the persistence, evolutions and the resistance evolve. Pamela, like the private negotiations of virtue. Contemporary women, like the public assertions through activism, law, and media, highlights like the structure, inequalities, and the strategic adoptions. It shows the dynamic evolutions of the family scrutiny and the agency. Here is the comparative analysis like the moral gaze and agency, like Pamela versus contemporary women, like the dimensions, Pamela in the 18th century, the contemporary women in the 21st century. That some insight we can understand through these charts, like moral gaze, agency, form of the resilience, adaptations to the constraint, empowerment trajectory. And the conclusion, implications of the moral scrutiny and evolving agency. Traces historical and the contemporary moral surveillance shows evolutions of female agency, highlights persistence, structure pressures, and the adaptive strategies. Interrogates the literature, feminist critiques, and the cultural studies for the scholarly synthesis. Like the if we analyzes links past and present, showing agency as a strategic, rational, and the adaptive. Here are some references which I have used here, and thank you. So welcome. The questions are welcome.
Hello, Chetna. So my question is, how does Pamela's agency relate to modern female empowerment?
So the digital moral gaze like shifts from society's physical surveillance to the online judgment. Now people are judging online platforms like the social medias. They are using using comment sections. They are using some like sometimes judgment is two type, like the positive one and the negative one. But the people are now have freedom that they can say whatever they want to say.
So, Chetna, my question is, how does the digital moral gaze change Pamela to modern woman?
So the Pamela's agency lies her in ability to like negotiate power through virtue and the self expressions. But now women have that the right to raise their voice, reclaiming voice, and social platforms that allows women to defend their identity. So thank you. This is from my side.